Etsy seems easy with built-in buyers, but those high fees add up. Shopify gives you total control, but you have to put in the work to drive traffic. That's why in this video, we're breaking it all down: real earnings, hidden costs, the best strategy for 2025, and the must-have tools to make selling easier. By the end, you'll have a clear path to building a business that actually works. So hit that like button, subscribe for more e-commerce tips. All right, let's get straight to it. Etsy versus Shopify, what's the real difference? Etsy is a marketplace. Kind of like an online craft fair, you get built-in traffic, which is great for beginners, but you're also competing with thousands of other sellers on the same platform. Plus, Etsy has listing fees, transaction fees, and even off-site ad fees that can eat into your profits. Shopify, on the other hand, is a standalone e-commerce platform, meaning you create your own store, your own brand, and you're in full control. There are no listing fees, no Etsy algorithm deciding your success, and you keep 100% of your customer relationships. But since Shopify doesn't have built-in traffic, you have to bring in your own customers through SEO, ads, or social media. That's why many sellers use both. They start on Etsy to take advantage of the built-in audience, then move to Shopify for more control and higher profits. Real seller examples: Floral Neverland started on Etsy, but eventually moved to their own Shopify store for better branding and control. Heldecraft followed the same path, starting on Etsy before expanding to Shopify. Now, let's delve into the setup processes for Etsy and Shopify. And setting up on Etsy, quick and user-friendly. Step 1. Create an Etsy account, navigate to Etsy sell page, and click Get Started. Step 2. Set shop preferences, select your shop's default language, country, and currency. These settings will determine your shop's primary market and cannot be changed later, so choose carefully. Step 3. Name your shop. Choose a unique name that reflects your brand identity. Ensure the name is memorable and aligns with your product. Step 4. Stock your shop. Add your products by uploading high-quality photos and writing detailed descriptions. Set pricing, create variations if needed, and establish shipping options. Remember, each listing requires a 20-cent fee and remains active for 4 months or until sold. Step 5. Set up payment and billing. Choose how you'll receive payments by setting up Etsy Payments, which allows various payment methods, including credit cards and PayPal. Provide necessary billing information to cover Etsy's fees and commission. All right, let's walk through how to set up your Shopify store the right way. Step by step. Step 1, create your Shopify account. Head over to Shopify's website and click Start Free Trial. Step 2, choose a theme. Now it's time to make your store look amazing. Here, Shopify has already set up a default and free theme as Dawn for you here. If you want to switch to another theme, go to the Shopify theme store, where you'll find free and paid themes. Pick one that fits your brand, then use Shopify's drag and drop editor to tweak colors, fonts, and layouts. No coding needed, just plug and play. Step 3, add your products. Let's stock your store in the Shopify dashboard. Click Products, then Add Product. Upload high-quality images, write clear and engaging descriptions, and set your pricing. Step 4, set up store navigation. Let's keep things simple and user-friendly. Go to your navigation settings and organize your menus. Create a clear homepage, product categories, and an easy checkout process. Think about how your customers will shop and make it seamless. Step 5, configure payment options. Shopify lets you accept payments through Shopify Payments, PayPal, credit cards, and other third-party providers. Just go to Settings, Payments, and choose what works best for your business. Step 6, set up shipping and taxes. Shipping and taxes can be a headache, but Shopify makes it easy. Step 7, create essential store pages. Homepage, your storefront's first impression. Product pages, make them detailed and visually appealing. About us, tell your brand story. Contact, so customers can reach you easily. Step 8, Test your store. Before you launch, double-check everything. Place a test order to see how the checkout process works. Click through your website to make sure all links, buttons, and images load properly. Fix anything that feels off before going live. Shopify takes a little more time to set up than Etsy, but it gives you full control over your store and profits. If you're serious about building a real brand, it's totally worth the effort. Etsy versus Shopify. Side-by-side cost breakdown. Upfront cost. Etsy is free to start, no monthly fee. Shopify costs $39 per month as a flat subscription fee. Listing fees. Etsy charges 20 cents per item every 4 months. Shopify has no listing fees. Transaction fees. Etsy takes 6.5% of every sale. Shopify takes nothing if you use Shopify payments. Payment processing fees. Etsy charges 3% plus 25 cents per transaction. Shopify charges 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction, which is slightly lower. Ads and marketing fees. Etsy automatically charges 12% if they run an ad for you. Shopify lets you control your own ads. Customization costs. Etsy has no extra design costs, but you can't change much. Shopify offers free and paid themes from $0 to $500, so you decide how much to invest. Etsy is cheaper upfront, so it's great for beginners. Shopify is better long-term because you keep more of your profits. Let's get straight to the numbers. Selling one product for $25 on Etsy after fees, shipping, and material costs, you're left with just $10.10 in profit. That's only 33.67% of your total sales. Now, let's scale it up. If you sell 50 products per month, here's what happens. Total revenue $50. Total Etsy fees $309. Total product costs $650. Final profit after everything $291. That means Etsy keeps $309 from your sales before you even cover product costs. Now let's see how much you'd keep if you sold those same 50 products on Shopify instead. Monthly subscription, $39. That fee varies by country, so be sure to check the latest pricing before signing up. Transaction fees, $0. If using Shopify payments, payment processing fees $36.25. Total Shopify fees $75.25. Final earnings after fees $11.74. 75 cents. If you're selling under $300 per month, Etsy is the cheaper option because there's no monthly subscription. But if you're selling more than $500 per month, Shopify saves you hundreds of dollars over time, since you're not losing money on high transaction fees and offsite ads. And the best part? Shopify offers a free trial so you can test it out before committing. Let's break down the differences between Etsy and Shopify when it comes to customization and branding and see which one gives you the best chance to build a strong, recognizable brand. Let's start with Etsy. Every Etsy shop follows the same fixed layout, so no matter what you sell, your store looks almost identical to every other shop on the platform. Etsy puts its own logo on everything, from checkout pages to order confirmation emails and even customer receipts. That means when someone buys from you, they associate the experience with Etsy more than they do with your brand. On top of that, Etsy only lets you create product pages. You can't build a homepage, an about page, or a contact page, which makes it much harder to tell your story and create a strong brand presence. Now, let's talk about Shopify, because this is where the difference is huge. With Shopify, you have complete control over how your store looks and feels. You can choose from hundreds of free and paid themes, or even create a completely custom design that reflects your brand. Unlike Etsy, Shopify lets you add your own logo, pick your own colors, and choose your own fonts so that everything looks exactly the way you want. And the best part, you're not limited to just product pages. You can build a full website with a homepage, an about page, a contact page, and even a blog to engage with your customers. Every part of your store is 100% yours, from the checkout page to the email receipts, and there's no Shopify branding anywhere unless you want it there. So if you care about having full control over your store's look, Shopify is definitely the stronger choice. Now here's a problem with Etsy that many sellers don't think about until they experience it firsthand. And unlike Etsy, you're not just limited to product pages. You can create an entire website with sections like a homepage, an about page, and a contact page so customers can learn more about you and your business. So here's the bottom line. If you just want a simple way to list and sell products, Etsy is fine. But if you're serious about building a brand and keeping customers focused on your store, Shopify is hands down the better option. Etsy and Shopify take completely different approaches when it comes to marketing and bringing in customers. One of the biggest advantages of selling on Etsy is that it already has a massive audience. With millions of buyers searching for products every day, Etsy can bring you traffic automatically. But here's the downside. Since Etsy is a marketplace, you're competing with thousands of other sellers in the same niche. Even if someone finds your product, Etsy is constantly showing them similar products from other shops. That means buyers are easily distracted, jumping between sellers instead of staying loyal to one brand. Now let's compare that to Shopify, where things work completely differently. With Shopify, there's no built-in marketplace, so you have to drive your own traffic. That might sound like a challenge, but here's why it's actually a huge advantage. First, you have full control over SEO, meaning you can rank your products on Google, not just inside a marketplace. That gives you a much bigger audience to reach. Second, you own your traffic. When people visit your Shopify store, they're not being shown competitor products or recommended other sellers. The only thing they see is your brand. Third, you keep 100% of customer emails, which is a game changer. On Etsy, you don't get customer emails, so you can't market to them directly. But with Shopify, you can build an email list, send promotions, and get repeat buyers. And finally, you control your ad spending. Instead of Etsy charging you 12% for offsite ads, whether you want them or not, you get to decide exactly how much to invest in marketing. That's why when it comes to long-term marketing and growth, Shopify gives you far more control and a bigger opportunity to scale your business. When it comes to business ownership, Etsy and Shopify work in very different ways. The biggest problem with Etsy is that you don't actually own your shop. Etsy controls everything, from your shop's visibility to your ability to sell. And it gets worse. You don't own your customer relationships either. When someone buys from you on Etsy, you don't get their email address or any contact information. That means you can't follow up, send promotions, or retarget them for future sales. Etsy keeps all customer data for itself. With Shopify, you fully own your store. No one can shut you down, raise your fees without warning, or change how visible your products are. You have complete control over how you run your business. You also own all of your customer data. Every time someone makes a purchase, you get their email address, which means you can follow up, offer discounts, and build long-term customer relationships. And when it comes to branding, Shopify gives you full control. Unlike Etsy, where Etsy's logo is everywhere, on Shopify, your store is 100% your own. The checkout page, email receipts, and customer experience are all designed around your brand, not someone else's. So after breaking down all the key differences, the big question is, which platform should you choose? If you're just starting out, Etsy is a great place to test new products because it has built-in traffic. You don't need to spend money on ads or worry about driving customers to your store. People are already searching for products like yours, so you can get sales faster. If you want to build a long-term brand, grow your business, and maximize your profits, Shopify is the better choice. You own everything: your website, your branding, your customer data, and your marketing strategy. Instead of competing with thousands of other sellers on a crowded marketplace, you can create a dedicated shopping experience that keeps customers focused on your product. So the best strategy is to use both. And you can take the Shopify 3 first months for $1 each month to kickstart your business. Start on Etsy to test your products. Once you have a proven product, launch a Shopify store. Use Etsy's traffic to drive sales to your Shopify store. The next big question is, how do you actually move from Etsy to Shopify without losing your listings, orders, or customer data? The good news is you don't have to do everything manually. Shopify has several apps that can make the transition smooth and hassle-free. Let's go over the top apps that make this process easy. First, if you plan to sell on both Etsy and Shopify at the same time, Etsy Integration and Sync is a great tool for this. It automatically updates inventory and order details across both platforms, so you don't have to manage everything manually. This is perfect if you want to keep your Etsy shop active while scaling your Shopify store. Another option is Shopify Marketplace Connect, which works similarly by linking your Shopify store to Etsy. This allows you to expand your Shopify store while still maintaining a presence on Etsy. If you're looking to fully migrate from Etsy to Shopify, there are apps built specifically for that. Commerce Etsy integration is another solid option. It helps auto-sync orders, inventory, and pricing across platforms, making it easier to manage multiple sales channels. So how do you know which app is right for you? It all depends on your strategy. If you want to keep selling on both platforms, choose an integration app like Etsy Integration and Sync or Shopify Marketplace Connect so you can manage everything in one place. If you sell a high volume of products across multiple platforms, Commerce Etsy Integration helps you automate inventory and order management. Whichever path you choose, these tools will save you hours of work and ensure a smooth transition without losing important data. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel. And if you're serious about growing your online store, make sure to subscribe because we have more in-depth tutorials and strategies coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.